The stained glass of Andrew Young sheds light on dark places, illuminating ideas and expressing thoughts for which there are no words. The Jackson, Mississippi artist moves the viewer with the power of light.
A successful piece always deals successfully with the light. I always make a joke, if you do an ugly window, it's going to be really ugly in stained glass because it's going to be illuminated by sunlight.
Andrew always wanted to be an artist, but in college he decided he needed practical training and studied landscape architecture. Along the way, he kept finding himself in the fine arts department.
And I took a course in stained glass and just, loved it.
1 month after graduating, he opened his own studio. But for years, he still considered himself an apprentice.
The apprenticeship for a stained glass artist and designer can be 15, 20 years before they get to a point where they really have some control over what they're doing.
After 27 years of experience, Andrew Young is clearly in control. Today, he's demonstrating how much control and innovation he can bring to the process of making a bay window for a bathroom. He starts by mixing silver stain with water. Silver stain is a combination of silver nitrate and clay. Silver stain does not turn glass silver, as the name suggests, but yellow or amber. He brushes the silver stain onto the glass in a seemingly random pattern.
The chaos theory is something that I've been interested in for a long, long time. So really, it's like chaos, and yet there's really order to it.
When he fires it in the kiln at 1100 degrees Fahrenheit, the silver stain will be more than just a surface coating. It will actually become part of the glass. It will be about 5 hours before he can open the kiln, so he leaves the glass overnight. The next morning, Andrew goes on a brief safari right across the street. He'll use leaves from this small bamboo grove to create natural silhouettes in his window pattern.
You can sandblast the silhouette of anything on the glass.
Andrew takes the bamboo leaves back to the studio, where the glass is waiting for the next phase in its metamorphosis. The surface color of the silver stain looks pretty rusty at first, but that's just the clay residue. Once he rinses off the clay, it's clear that the silver stain has done its job, creating a pattern of rich amber.
It's actually in the glass, it's not on the glass.
Now the glass is ready for its next effect, the bamboo leaf silhouettes. He glues the bamboo onto the glass, again in a seemingly random, yet intuitively balanced order. Once the glue dries, Andrew takes the glass to the sandblasting cabinet to create the silhouettes. The bamboo leaves are called a resist because they resist the abrasive action of the sandblaster as it etches texture into the glass around them. Andrew also selectively etches away part of the silver stain. It's a challenge to stop short of removing too much because there's no light coming through the glass.
You're sandblasting blind in a sense. You can see the surface that you're sandblasting, but you really don't get a sense of what the light is going to do.
Then the leaves come off, the light comes through, and layers of effects begin to express themselves. It takes 21 pieces of glass to fill the 7 panels of the bay window. The multifaceted pattern carries an Asian echo of the sunlit bamboo grove, reinterpreted by the artist.
You have to kind of search for it. It's in there, and once you see it, it's very obvious, but your first impression is that it's, you know, what's going on with that? You know, it's kind of mysterious in a strange way.
Andrew Young's stained glass combines simplicity and complexity, chaos and control, ideas translated into the language of light and allowed freedom to move.